Israeli football club Maccabi Tel Aviv's fans were attacked in Netherlands last week, but the aftermath of that attack is still affecting Israel's sporting structure. From their club-level matches to their international fixtures, every game is under security scrutiny. Now, Maccabi Tel Aviv's Europa League fixture against Turkish club Besiktas, which was initially set to take place in Turkey, has now been moved to a neutral city in Hungary. And the game will be played without the attendance of fans. While it may seem like the Amsterdam incident may have nudged authorities to arrive at this decision, it is known that the Turkish club was not keen on hosting the Israeli football club in the first place, much before the Maccabi fans were even attacked in Netherlands. They wanted the match to be shifted out and organized at a neutral venue because of the sour relations between Israel and Turkey. Ever since the war began, Turkish President Erdogan has been Israel and Netanyahu's biggest critic. Erdogan has called Israel's attacks as genocide and has compared the country to Nazi Germany. Because of Erdogan's stance, plenty of anti-Israel protests have taken place in Turkey. Last year, in fact, Israel advised its nationals and diplomats in Turkey to leave the country. So the match was anyway considered high risk, and furthermore, more work did not want to host any Israeli sporting team. The incident in Netherlands last week has only made the situation far worse for Israel and their football fans, because after 5 Maccabi fans were severely injured and hospitalized in Amsterdam, Israel advised its citizens to stay off the streets and remain in their hotel rooms. Maccabi Tel Aviv warned its fans not to show Israeli or Jewish symbols outside either, and even fly back to Israel as soon as they could. Quite the hostage situation for these football supporters, who had to act like fugitives instead of supporting their team like fans would, which is what they had travelled for. Reports say that Turkish club Besiktas looked for other neutral venues, but only Hungary agreed to host matches that involved an Israeli side, proving that the rest of Europe isn't very keen on welcoming neither Israeli national side nor their clubs. This very sentiment has given air to an already burning issue of Israel versus Europe in the sporting world. Because it isn't club-level matches that stands impacted because of the unrest against Israelis. The upcoming Nations League encounter between Israel and France is now going to take place with heavy security. The Paris police has said that around 4,000 officers and 1,600 stadium staff will be deployed for the game. And security measures won't just be restricted to the stadium. They will be spread across public transportations too, because France is another country that has seen massive anti-Israeli protests in the past 1 year. It's understandable that Paris is doing this to ensure the safety of fans and the touring teams, but it is succeeding in generating more fear among fans. And given what happened in Amsterdam and Israeli government using a warning against traveling, fans may not even turn up for any of these games, which is what we saw at the Maccabi basketball team's match against Virtus Bologna in Italy. Following Israeli government's warning, there was very little turnout at the game, which only affects the players. They need the fans cheering them on at the stadiums. That is whom they play for.
Some situations that happening during this year that keep happening, so this situation is really difficult for us, but in the other side, we know that we have the privilege to give some hope and some moment of happiness for our nation, for our people that stay in Israel, and feeling proud that we are representing Israel, and this is our mission.
The situation is unfortunate but understandable. The most undesirable outcome is the war impacting a sport and those involved in it. The players seem to be stuck in the middle of all this because walkover or withdrawing is not an option, and fans are being forced out of this. A whole footballing tradition in a country slowly being snuffed out because of battle lines that have been drawn clear. Where will the situation head to next?